Welcome everyone. Today we're going to do our Leo reading for May 2021. Leo, you are the last reading I'm doing of the Zodiac, and I don't know, I often find that the last reading is the best. I don't know if I want to say put one above the other, but it's usually pretty juicy. Let's just put it that way. This is going to be for Leo's Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those intuitively guided to the channel. Thank you for paying attention to your intuition. I just left someone a comment, and they were talking about signs, and I said, try not to think of, like, let's say the Queen of Pentacles comes up. Try not to think of it as only like it has to be a person, an earth sign. It could also talk about us. We would be best suited to take on the Queen of Pentacles energy, or maybe at this time the Queen of Cups type thing. If you think of like the Empress, she's able to do that, right? She's able to move in and out of energy. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to use the Mother Mary deck. I always think of my son whose birthday was August 12th when I do your readings. I can't help it. I can't help it. I just, for a moment, you know what I mean? He was August 12th. Okay. I feel like I needed to just be quiet there for a minute. We have inner child. Inner child. Leo is great in their inner child. Truly are. It's like a natural energy. I nurture the child within me through playfulness and self-care. Playfulness and self-care. Okay, we'll read it at the end of the reading, and you'll understand when we get there why I read it at the end. All right, let's bring in the Tarot of Dreams. Sorry if you had headphones on. That was probably pretty loud. We have the Five of Pentacles. All right. This could talk about energy that you've been in. It's a 5. We're in a universal year 5. 5 speaks of change. The Five of Pentacles can talk about change that I didn't request. Like I didn't ask for this change, but nonetheless, here it is. The Five of Pentacles, like, I don't mind seeing this card. I know that it talks about sometimes struggle, but I also know where it's heading, and it tells us, what's it about? Well, there's a lesson. There's lessons within this struggle that you can find, and you know, it creates character. It creates what I feel like the Empress or the Emperor type thing. But it's a journey. So, anyways, something forcing your hand. Some of you, some of you may have taken like handouts that normally you wouldn't, but circumstances required it. We have the Eight of Wands. So that's great, because I feel like what this is saying is this energy will change very quickly. But it's also asking something of you, because it is an 8. An 8 is about a new beginning. But I feel like what it's asking of you is, again, to keep moving, no matter where I am within the struggle. Keep seeking better. You know what I mean? Whatever that may mean to you. I feel like the 8 of Wands a lot of times is what I think about, I bring about. But I feel like some of you, like I can't even be in that energy of what I think about, I bring about, right? I'm in life right now, right? I'm in life. However, it's like keep an eye to the sky. It talks about a period where if you keep moving, if you, eventually, I feel like, you see the reason, eventually. But it's not even about that. It's just about you at this point and how you react to it. I feel like the test is more not where you've been, but how you overcome and move through certain struggles. Well, I like seeing this. So this is the Ace of Pentacles. To me it feels like this is a rebound. In a way, like, I don't really like the energy of the Five of Pentacles because it feels like, like a tower moment. But however, I feel like, and then here is the Ace of Pentacles. Perhaps I wouldn't get to this ace if this tower didn't show up. So sometimes we can feel like, oh my God, my life is over. However, I feel like we also have control in that, in how we look at things. Anyway, here's an Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. This is something that's coming into your physical world. This is something that makes you stronger. It's like, I think it's Hercules. I'm not sure. But I can tell you one thing. He's made of gold and he's holding that pentacle up. This is something I can trust. I definitely feel like it's something you need. And, another quick lesson in that Five of Pentacles is not a lesson, but where the energy it moves you to is a very more compassionate and empathetic type energy. I'm moving closer to my true Empress energy, or Emperor energy. We have the Queen of Cups. Can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This can be someone who is, definitely opening themselves up to something emotional. We have the Two of Cups. So how interesting, where I feel like, here I am in this Five of, if this is anything about a relationship, it's almost like here I am in the struggle of the Five of Pentacles. And it may be over a relationship. And I find it interesting because I feel like this Ace of Pentacles is something new. And what it carries is the soulmate energy. So sometimes in that Five of Pentacles, I think my life is over because of something that someone maybe that I love did to me. But truth be told, you may have not even met like who you're meant to meet. And in the Five of Pentacles, moving to the Six of Pentacles, you are meeting soul members of your family. Some of you, it's love. We have the Hangman. Well, that's interesting because the Hangman is coming over or under this movement, right? It's like, well, like it's coming over. It's kind of blocking the movement. Could be blocking like communication or signs, something. The Hangman is taking a pause because I'm seeking wisdom, right? I'm seeking my next step. Seeking if I feel that something's coming my way, and the Eight of Wands could certainly be like the winds are blowing. And, you know, these would be winds of passion and desire. Maybe small to begin, but it doesn't matter. It's like, here's the seed. Here's the seed. Here's the seed that you need to plant. And what it may sprout for some of you is this Two of Cups. Could be love. When then we have the Palace of Cups. So that's coming under the Ace of Pentacles. You know, but the Hangman is like, you know, coming between this Palace of Cups and the Two of Cups energy. So, you know, I don't know if it's distance. You know, you may not be just at the energy yet to move into, let's say, the Palace of Cups fully, right? Because you're still somewhere back in the Five of Pentacles. You know, if nothing else, the Queen of Pentacles is very open to receiving this Ace of Pentacles. And it's interesting that she's holding a cup, right? Because then what comes next is the Two of Cups. And then the Palace. But then the Hangman is like, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, we have the Three of Cups. Getting a lot of cups. A lot of cups, Leo. Right? Not your normal energy. We have the Page of Pentacles. You know, I feel like the Page of Pentacles is, I'm learning. You know, this is a path of me learning. I'm building my path. I'm building my foundation. I'm building my world. And, you know, learning and then maybe using. Some of you, what you're learning is about even like energy. Because it is below the soulmate card. This is going to talk about younger energy of a younger time. You know, coins, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You know, someone you already met. I don't know necessarily if I feel like you've been with them. Maybe. But I feel like it may speak about someone you've already met. Or it can also mean that when you meet someone, it feels like you've known them. You know, to me, like, that's another way you can tell if it's a soulmate. You know, or something. And it doesn't always happen. I don't want to put any limitations on it. Because you know when you know you know. Right? You know. When you know, you know. Okay, they're both upside down, so we're going to turn them around. We have Temperance. Beautiful. Card of Sagittarius. This is about divine timing. Maybe it's not you who is putting, you know, this. It's kind of like a wall, but I don't want to call it a wall because, you know, I feel like even, you know, I'm looking at the Hangman and how straight he is, right? But I'm seeing like the illumination of both sides, right? It definitely the connecting. You know, this could be someone who really connects when they're in meditation. I don't know. It could be the other person. It could be you. I don't know. But I do feel like there's someone who, when they're in meditation, they can really connect. And so Temperance is about divine timing. So Temperance, in a way, you know, or divine, however we want to look at it, is, you know, it's the energy of maybe taking a moment, maybe it's not quite yet, right? Maybe I'm still within the struggle, and it's not, I don't feel like it's not anyone being mean, it's just that there's valuable lesson within that. That you then, you bring that value to the table. So anyway, that's why sometimes I feel like, if Divine's going to hold back energy, it's only for our benefit. It's waiting for us. But this is also about trusting and divine timing and allowing things to flow. There's a lot of water. So allowing life to flow. And maybe that's why inner child is here, because the more I can flow with it, because opportunity shows with this Ace of Pentacles. It shows. And it's in the Palace of Cups, the Palace of Love. Here it is. And Temperance is looking right up at this palace, right? And I feel like, almost like, it's coming. Here is, like, almost the promise of it with the Two of Cups. But first things first. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. Interesting, because I feel like within this energy, I may make a more reasonable type decision. You know what I mean? Instead of just reacting. And the reason I can do this is because I am feeling grounded, and I like that the Palace of Cups is supported by the two. It's like the Two of Pentacles, the guy in the Two of Pentacles is supporting this world, right? It's your world. It's your decision. And in the Two of Pentacles, I'm making a logical decision. Do I want it? Do I not? I don't feel like this ace is saying you must take me, right? It's your choice, right? But you're coming from an energy, even, it's a 2. Even if I'm just beginning to build this foundation, I'm still in the right energy. And that type of energy may, boom, like reopen, it's like your pathway to manifestation. That type of thing. But you're definitely on a course of learning. And that's a good thing. That means your soul wants to expand. And the universe is behind it with this ace here. Okay, let's get the last card. And then we'll bring in something to clarify. Well, okay, so we have the Four of Wands. This is true commitment. This is making a true commitment. I'm almost seeing this queen up here as if she's in a wedding dress. It can speak of that. Three of Cups would be celebrations, joyfulness, your closest friends and family, which would make sense in the energy that we're, with COVID and all that. So anyways, this is, to me, this is, if it's love, it's true love. If it's something that I'm working on, that I'm committing to, I could be committing to the other half of me, the other side of me, the part of me I've been denying, and then I allow it to rise, like the creative part of me, the spiritual part of me. So, it's beautiful, beautiful energy of true commitment, and you don't have to question it. There's no questioning here. And then what comes with it is the Three of Wands. So maybe this commitment is not here yet, but this is definitely saying, keep your eye to the sky, keep your thoughts to what can be, because I do feel like things are happening. Things are happening. Because truly, I feel like this is you at the end of this reading celebrating what feels like, again, I feel like she's in a wedding dress. And she's coming from the beautiful energy of the Ace of Pentacles, so she's not carrying any negative energy. Like, boom, here I am thinking, it's over. This is it, you know, but, and I kind of feel like you don't have a choice but to keep moving forward. Whatever that means for you, right? It's like almost like you don't have a choice but to make this change. So you make it. You make it. If it has to be, it has to be. Now, what can I do from it? What can I build from it? What did I learn from it? Okay. We have the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You know, this could be, well, this is your energy. This is your inner child. Truly, it is your inner child. I often feel the Page of Wands is the Fool. I know I keep saying that. I gotta stop saying that. But I do. I feel like this is someone who is moving definitely based on their desires, their dreams, what they're passionate about. It can be, again, the energy of the beginning of it, right? The coming in with the pages as like the apprentice. But with the, especially with Temperance and the Page of Pentacles, I feel like the opportunity to truly learn, receive what I need, maybe within the Hangman, that gives me the awareness, you know, that I need. I don't know why, but I thought the Sun was right here. Okay. Let's bring in the Light Seer Tarot. Both of these are pretty new decks. Maybe a couple months. I think I bought them in February. And I like them together. Then I have another deck. I think it's Tarot of the Night. And I really love it, but the cards are dark. So I feel like, you know, there's people who'd be like, Sandy, can't see them at all. We'll see. They'll come in when they're ready to come in. I'm going to bring the lid down just a little bit. Alright, let's start it at the beginning. Okay, I feel like we're going to get the whole line described to us. Alright, so interesting. We have the Death card comes over the Five of Pentacles. So some of you, maybe you've lost someone. And I don't feel like it's like, well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that, because 5, you know, we're in a universal year 5. I'm not predicting this in the future. This would have definitely already happened, because I feel like truly, if it is about someone I've lost, I feel like the message is you got to keep moving, keep building, you know, use that energy in your creative house, because death is about a rebirth. You know, it tells you that, first of all, it's about someone that you've lost, you feel like you've lost. You know, they're in the energy of light. You know what I mean? Like, they're surrounded by light and, like, conditional love, truly fulfilled with it. So, you know, you can continue moving forward. And then, you know, rebirth is about, hey, maybe you're forced to have this rebirth, but nonetheless, Death card says don't resist it, because you know, it feels like blessings are coming your way, but some doors do need to be closed, maybe by you, maybe universally, maybe it's divine using another to force your hand, so to speak, but it's only to make something better. All right, we have the Moon, card of Pisces. I don't know, I feel like I'm feeling the energy about, like, dreaming, almost like during the daytime, like maybe I'm asking these questions, right? And for some of you, I feel like where you're receiving your answers is through your dreams, and trust in that, right? Just trust in that. We have the Page of Pentacles again, coming over that Ace of Pentacles. So, you know, this definitely gives you an opportunity to expand your knowledge. Truly, like expand your knowledge. Maybe expand your money. And then we have the Two of Wands, because she's looking out the window. There's a few cards where they're like the maybe in this deck where the Queen of Cups, I think it is, her back is to the window. She's not looking out the window. But here I'm looking out the window, and I'm I'm about to put something into action. She's got her wand, she's got her map. Her map is right in front of her. She's even got her sneakers on in case she needs them. Some of you may be going on a journey, and it may be, like going to college or something, and within that you may end up finding, I feel like, what I mean by that is I feel like in some way, because your life feels like, in a way, it has to change. And that can be anything. It can be like just last year. However, I feel like this is about where you're putting your focus. So if you are keeping yourself optimistic, which is your natural energy, right? There's a High Priestess coming over this Two of Cups. For some of you, I feel like it's almost like this energy to connect to maybe this soulmate in particular has been blocked. I feel like it's a spiritual block, though. Almost like I don't know that you can control that. I feel like when it's time, and it's based on where you're at, where your vibration is at, where their vibration is at. When you're feeling in the energy of, you're following your intuition, let's say, you're trusting it, your desires, I feel like, just the right people show up for you in all formats, in love, yes, but also I feel like, I feel like you're in a very inspired type energy, and through this, I feel like because of this, it makes me want to know more, and I want to know more, and I want to know more. That may be your way out of, if you're feeling like stuck within that Five of Pentacles. So then you have the High Priestess over the Two Cups. I don't know why I just got quiet. I'm just looking at her, and she's truly connecting to above. I guess as it relates to like future soulmates, let's say, I don't feel in any way you have to worry about, will you be at the right place at the right time. I don't feel like that. I feel like this becomes after the struggle, right? When the door is finally closed, the rebirth begins to happen. Some of you trust your dreams. Some of you have been connecting to another in your dreams, but for whatever reason, here is this spiritual wall that, I'm not sure if you can pierce it. Maybe, but I don't know if you're meant to. Well, let's keep going. We have the Six of Wands, so maybe, because this is the card of victory. Maybe. The first thing this tells you, the Six of Wands is the energy where, you're speaking. I'm going to exaggerate here, but, it doesn't mean because it's an exaggeration that exaggeration won't happen. So I feel like, anyway, like I'm speaking to the world, right? I'm speaking to the world. And what am I speaking about? I'm speaking about all that I have learned. And I feel like, coming over that hangman is seeking wisdom. I don't feel there's laziness. I feel like it's just wisdom. It's just the knowing, the more understanding, like to say. But anyway, I feel like through that energy, you then may become like this vessel. And, I feel like don't be afraid of that, because here's divine right underneath that. This just may be part of the path, and this is where, and this is maybe why this Five of Pentacles shows up in your life. You're meant to do more, maybe. Six of Pentacles is when others are really looking up to you for what you know. But they're also looking up to you because of the actions that you've taken. You've taken chances, and you moved forward. You knew when it's time to move forward, instinctively, so to speak. And you may be speaking of that. I don't know. I definitely feel whatever you feel, you can then confidently speak it out in whatever way. We have the Eight of Wands. Interesting. That's pretty rapid moving energy. It's almost like with the Page of Pentacles above that, what I learn, I absorb very quickly. And what I absorb, I use very quickly. I don't know if it's talking about a time, it's an 8. But an 8's also about a new beginning. So you definitely have the energy of new beginnings, sometimes out of your control. We have the Three of Cups coming over the Three of Cups. That's interesting. Let's see what comes next. We have the Two of Pentacles coming over the Page of Pentacles. So again, if there's any decisions I feel like down the road, maybe once I understand the struggle more, but then I still look out and say, okay, what can I do from here? And because I feel like it sets you on a new path, and I don't feel you're expecting it. I just don't. I feel like it's just kind of naturally happening. And I feel like the more you question it, the more you receive. So I feel like you're meant, like, go ahead. Go ahead and ask the big questions. I feel like you'll receive, but you got to trust. We have the Magician. Wow. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. I am going to acknowledge that they came upside down, but I don't feel like we'll read them both ways. So we have the Magician, first of all, coming over Temperance, coming over that Six of Wands, where I truly feel, she just looks like she's, listen, she may be on a stage, but I feel like, it's like the spotlight is on you, and I feel like this is the energy of growing very quickly. There may be two of you with both Three of Cups. Maybe it's a band. I don't know. But I feel like, again, it feels meant to be, because I feel like you are manifesting it, right? This is you. This is your ability. And the Six of Pentacles comes next to that. I felt all along, this is what you're learning, right? This is the energy that you find yourself in. Maybe you now find yourself in that energy, and this is an energy where, listen, I feel like I'm up there on stage and I want to give back, because it brings me this sense of purpose, let's say, because it's like you're knowing you've been there. And because you've been there and maybe examined it, I don't know, that could be what the Hangman is. What does it move you to? It moves you to an energy of give and take. However, at the same time, it's putting it back on you. Do you want it? Right? Do you want it into your life? I kind of feel yes. But I guess because next to it is this beautiful commitment type energy. And let's face it, I don't know why, but in the six, I often see like the 33, like the master number 33/6. So I feel both. So numerology wise, you may find that, that could apply to you in some way. So I don't know, guys. I just feel like this is a guided path. I know some. I'm not going to repeat the whole thing. I know you hate that, but I do feel some of you. I've been through the struggle. Whatever it may be, it feels like you still have to keep moving. There's, why? Because I feel like there's much that maybe you can do. Again, don't be afraid to like stand out, speak out, take the spotlight, that type of thing. I feel like I definitely feel a lot of energy around that. Listening to you, I don't know, like connecting with you, and it seems to have like a very fast pace to it. So I'm feeling that as in almost like you find your soul family group and it grows quickly. I know exactly what it means. I feel that here. You know, I'm not looking like, well, I want 3 million subscribers, though I wouldn't mind. I don't look at that way. I feel like we still have soul family members that aren't here yet, but I feel like they'll find their way, and that's what I trust in, right? I gotta just have patience, and that's what I do. Anyway, so I think there's a couple things I want to look at though. I feel like there's someone out there who receives, I don't know, like I want to say epiphanies, but I feel more than that when they're sleeping. And I feel the reason why in particular is because they may not know if they can handle it while they're awake. So it comes at a time when you'll absorb it more. Now I feel like the only issue is maybe I don't know, maybe you're afraid to express it because you may be afraid how others will look at it. Well, it all seems favorable. Okay, what am I looking at? I don't even know. So let's look at the Magician over Temperance, because again, I can kind of I can let go of control, so to speak. I can be the Magician. I can put out what I want to manifest, like through the Eight of Wands. What I think about, I can bring about. Maybe in Six of Wands, it's giving you the energy of victory, but you got to trust in that. And the more you do, the more you connect. I don't know. The more you get, I feel like. So I kind of want to just go down here. We have the King of Swords, potentially a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Chilled out dude, sitting on top of a mountain. Wise guy. I don't mean like, hey, he's a wise guy. I mean, he has a lot of wisdom. King of Swords is about the truth. It's almost like you can try to climb up this mountain in half truths, but you'll keep falling down, right? The only people who make it to the top of this mountain are those who live within the truth. So this is living my authentic self, trusting it. I almost feel like I'm one with nature. What am I looking at? Okay. Well, we have the Empress. Look at that. So the Empress is, first of all, it's her energy. And the Empress is the ability to use the energy of all queens to your advantage. Use them where you need them, right? Use, if it's your Pentacles that are suffering, turn into the Queen of Pentacles, right? Follow that side of you. I feel like, I feel like, remember, those seeds, you plant those seeds. Some seeds are coming back to you. Anyway, the Empress is someone who is both nurturing, loving, empathetic, caring, but very strong. And I feel like, listen, everybody knows it. I just feel that kind of energy, like, no. Everybody knows that you're the Empress. Now, when I say that, all of a sudden I'm thinking back like as if I'm the King of Swords. Again, forget the sign, but I'm thinking back like I'm the King of Swords. I'm saying I am the King of Swords. I'm sitting on the mountain and I'm thinking about this Empress. That is what I am doing. And, here I have the Empress here, and look what she's doing. I just noticed that. Well, I don't know. It's almost like I got to turn it sideways, like, well, that would be the wrong way. Right? Where she kind of looks like she's sleeping. So, listen, this could talk about the two of you connecting while you're in sleep state. I feel like the Empress is about to give birth. 3, another 3. 3, 3, 3. And I have the King of Wands in my hand. Oh, I don't know why I went way over here, because I really wanted to keep them. What I wanted to say earlier, I think I forgot, is I feel like there is someone over here, like, let's just say in the King of Swords energy, where, no matter what has happened in this person's life, maybe this is someone that you had known from a younger time, a time of, when you were truly starting to learn. That's why there's a lot of pages. We were young and learning. Anyway, I feel like, so, there you are. And I feel like you sit there as the Empress, almost like you take up, really, their heart. So that doesn't mean they couldn't have loved again. Of course we can. We have plenty of room to love again. It's just really, I feel like it's more of a mental game than anything. So anyways, I feel like nonetheless, this isn't like an insult to who he's been with, because I feel like all was meant to be. And each had their, I don't know why I feel like I need to defend that, but I feel like, each had their lesson that he was able to teach or learn or maybe see, like almost like I saw you, almost like, I feel like for someone, sorry, but I feel like I'm talking to the person I'm with, right? Here's the Empress over here. She's in my heart, but she's not in front of me. So I'm talking to the person I'm with, and her response to my question, I think to myself, for some reason, that's not the way the Empress would have answered that question. I don't feel like I say that, but I think that. Some of you, I feel like it's like your career really starts to take off. And, don't be surprised, through that energy, someone may hear of, witness, see you. And the energy you've moved into. And I feel like there's a respect for that. There's a respect for that. So anyways, I have the Empress. The Empress says patience. Allow this to come to fruition, right? Something may not have been ready to close. Now it is. The connection of while we sleep some of us. You know, I feel like I could connect during the day, but maybe I didn't. But maybe I start. Anyway, I love that the Empress is like on her back is that Six of Pentacles. So that tells you how, let's just say, beautiful the Empress is, right? She's someone who is very giving, um, but she is smart. You know, sometimes that means street smart. Like, I can see you coming 1,000 miles away, right? So don't bother coming. And almost like this king is saying, like, you can climb this mountain all you want, but if you don't come with truth, the mountain automatically will just take you back down. It's only those who come with truth reach the mountaintop, and I kind of feel the same with her. Interesting. Anyways, so patience with this Empress, right? But then comes the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is movement. I have to say, the Knight of Wands with the Eight of Wands above it can really feel chaotic. It may feel quite chaotic, but that doesn't mean it isn't, right? What comes under that Two of Pentacles? You know, that time that you spent building yourself. And what can I say? I know some of you are moving into the spotlight, and I know you're meant to, whether you know that or not. And I trust that you will. And that may be in many different ways. Some of you literally I see on stage. But I feel like what you're doing is inspired. What's it inspired from? It's inspired from your own life and what you've learned, what you have, how you've connect, how you can connect. Some of you, I feel like it's you showing us, teaching us, right? But first you must learn it. And here you are, the Page of Pentacles, where I am in learning time of my life. However, at the same time, here is that Ace. Here's what you need next. Here's what you need next to move forward. Now, does that, well, I kind of feel the Ace of Pentacles is usually a physical type thing. But I guess even with the High Priestess here, it can talk about like that ability to reconnect again. And again, I feel you're inspired too. But I feel like you have control over this with the Magician below that. You know, I often feel it's us and divine creating together. That's where our free will is, right? The opportunity is shown, but it's really up to us whether we say yes or no. Depending, you know, think about it. When opportunity is shown, if I'm in the Two of Swords, I have a blindfold on, I have my heart crossed, and I take that journey, it's going to be different than, let's say, I come to this journey as the Two of Cups. Let's say this is love, right? And here is that matching Two of Cups. Or I go down the Two of Wands. Now, I can go down that Two of Wands direction and be very inspired. And I kind of feel like that's what it's saying. You know, a very inspirational time. You know, you just don't want to be fooled to go the other way either. Because, you know, if the positive exists, so does the negative. But nonetheless, I don't know, guys. I feel like with the inner child here, again, I felt like the sun was down here. It's weird. I keep feeling it. All right. So, that's who this king feels like to me. What I want to do before I let you go is I want to look at the Four of Wands and the Three of Wands. Interesting. We have the Ten of Swords. You know, I'm going to be honest. I feel like for someone, this is talking about a couple, and I feel like this may be coming back together, and I feel like both may have cheated on the other. Can you recover? Of course you can, but listen, I don't feel that for everyone, but I do feel that. But as I say that, I want you to understand something. I feel like still, there was something in this period where you can end up really shining. I feel like you're destined to do something. But anyways, Ten of Swords, you know what? The swords aren't touching her in this card. So I feel like, in a way, they're no longer affecting you. You know, I mean, everything feels of the light in this card. And this may talk about that 5. You know, I feel like in the Ten of Swords, we want to remember that the Death card is also here. So certain doors need to be closed. Ten of Swords is a time period where just a lot of shit happened to me. It can be that simple. Like, I feel like over and over and over again, a lot of shit has happened to me. I feel like that some of it was in your control and some of it was out of your control. And I feel like you have learned the difference, and it could simply be that's what it's about. Anyway, so you always want to close the Ten of Swords door, right? But a Ten of Swords energy, there's a lot. You know, there's a lot that lives in your mental house. You know, your thought system and that type of thing. And that can truly help direct your path, or direct it the wrong way. Whatever you choose at that moment. Because it's like, here's the end of that journey. Now, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay in it and all will remain the same? Or do you want more? Do you want different? Do you want better? Do you want to be on the stage? Do you know you have what it takes? So, you know, it's kind of like unlearning some belief systems of others and putting back your own. It's kind of what a rebirth is. It's almost like shaking off other people's energies and hurts and pains and words, and understanding really, like, the majority of it, it's just extra. So she seems ready. Well, I didn't see the Three of Swords. You know, in a way, I kind of feel like this is you walking through the Three of Swords. This is talking about you walking through the pain. Some of you, I feel like, you know, you had been, whenever this was, in somewhat mirrored energy. But I feel like, you know, this, I don't know, I feel like I letting it go. Letting it go. It's time to let it go. You know, and then you have the Three of Wands below that. So that's a different perspective. You know, I have a different perspective on my life. Why? Well, you had the Page of Pentacles here twice. So it's like, you know, and you have fast-moving energy. So if you're in the energy of learning and it matches like your soul's desire, the momentum seems to move very quickly. And it definitely feels like it's moving in your favor. If I was a pendulum, I am heading your way. But I have to walk through. It's like I almost have to walk through the pain. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles again. We have the Hierophant. You know, this is kind of saying in this Five of Pentacles, you know, this person here, she's kind of like sitting there and, you know, maybe someone left, maybe, I don't know. But she feels like she's completely out of control, right? Like, it's out of her control. She's, you know, she's in a sad state, I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, what's being illuminated in this card is the lock and the key. And they're both there, and they're on her side of the door. Right? So maybe that's talking about divine saying, sometimes we wonder, like, when will this ever end? And divine saying, well, there's the lock, or there's the key. Unlock the new door. The Hierophant, first of all, card of Taurus, is about your belief system. It's about your faith. Where it is. Whose is it? Is it yours? Is it somebody else's? I feel like, you're kind of just shaking off energy. We have the Ace of Swords. I don't know why I'm taking so many cards. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Look at that. How you're making your Pentacles very inspired energies, like epiphanies, ideas. That's happening to you. Like if you're receiving, believe in it. Like trust it. It is ultimately your choice what you do with it. But I feel like if you want to, I want to say shine, because the spotlight is on you. And I'm seeing a full circle at the same time. What else am I holding? I have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is running towards his motorbike. Eight of Pentacles, she's kind of has her head turned away from this Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords may be part of just Five of Pentacles. I do have the King of Swords over here. They could be the same people. But I have to tell you, I feel like that's your answer. Like, you'll know that. Because I feel like if you ask the question and close your mind and you not even concentrate, but you let go. Even signs are shown through numbers, music, TV, anything. Don't think anything can't be manipulated by God if it's meant to be manipulated, right? But you'll look at it, you'll think about it, you'll be like, oh, okay, or aha. Trust in yourself, I just feel like. So, anyways, I think I'm going to leave it there. I feel like this is talking about love, but I think I feel like a lot about you and where you may end up finding yourself, depending on you, right? Depending on you. But the Knight of Wands here again, right? The happy-go-lucky energy. I make the best times right where I'm at. Eight of Pentacles. She's really being focused. What's she looking at? Normally she's looking down. Well, she's looking over at the Ace of Swords. So think of the Ace of Swords as your mind, your thoughts, right? Your head. And from, inspiration. And you're using it. It's almost like this King of Swords is hearing the noise, is hearing the news about you and what you're doing. Listen, that might be why this king over here, this could be like someone who knows this person, hears of you somehow, and is letting this person know. And I feel like kind of like they're sitting back, because, maybe you're taking center stage, and I don't feel anything like I'm jealous of that. If anything, I feel like I'm just letting you be who you are meant to be. And that's exactly what a soulmate energy would do. So, swords or not, this is a person who lives in truth. Truth starts with the truth of oneself, right? I have to know who I am. Who am I? What am I doing here? What am I good at? What am I drawn to? What do I feel bad in, right? How did I get there? If it felt so bad, well, what brought me there? What took me there? How do I not do that again? can I put it behind me? I can, right? I can look out the window and think about not even think, plan. I feel like she's kind of planning. Why? Because she wants to know. This person wants to know, wants to understand. Feels like she's guided. And I feel like she's definitely trusting her inspiration with the High Priestess next to that. So, and because of trusting this energy, again, I find you like under the spotlight. And I feel like your growth in this energy moves very quickly, multiplies quick, fast. Coming from you, though. So I want you to understand that. It's like you and divine. And all of a sudden, I'm feeling like this knight is interesting enough. I do feel like he is someone who is running to his motorbike to go back and reach this king. Yeah, it's almost like this king has said, has anybody seen the Empress? You know, I want you knights to go find the Empress. Those, you know, if you found the Empress, then you come to the mountaintop. If you think or you know where the Empress is, don't bother. I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I feel like I could go on and on. And I feel like this is kind of like you'll know. Excuse me, 1 second. Okay, sorry, I was gone just for a second. So we're going to read the Mother Mary energy of inner child. Perfect energy for Leo, by the way. Mother Mary watches over all children, including the child who resides within each adult. This card comes to you as a reminder to care for your inner child who is crying out for attention. It's funny, like this, I guess it was a breeze. Felt like a wave of air just came towards me. I feel like it was out from the window, but very noticeable. Anyway, considering I sit here all the time. This card comes to you as a reminder to care for your inner child who's crying out for attention. If you're only working and not having fun, this part of you begins to feel neglected and sad. This is a message for you to create time for amusement and play. Your inner child also craves attention. If you've been overly critical of yourself lately, he or she may feel shame or depression. Forgive yourself, as Mother Mary forgives you, for what you think you've done or not done. Learn from any mistakes instead of holding on to self-destructive guilt. Right now, at this moment, please reassure your inner child that you love him or her. Beautiful. I mean, it makes complete sense, right? The more we're in that energy, think about energy, the more that type of energy comes towards us. So, it feels like fast-moving energy for some of you guys. I think I'm going to stop talking because I feel like I should leave it at what was just said. I feel like it was really quite fitting. So anyways, guys, you know I love you. I love you so much. Thank you, as always, for being here. Thank you for all that you do through your comments, your donations, your likes, your subscribes, everything. Just thank you. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate you. I've been telling people lately, like, in your comments, if you want, you don't have to do this, leave your first name. Like, if you're writing a comment, then you can just write Donna. Because, I don't know, I feel like I really want to learn your first names, too. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I love you. I will see you in the readings. If the spotlight wants to find you, let it. I feel like let it. And maybe, I'll see you in the spotlight. I love you. See you in the readings. Bye-bye.